140 characters. Give us a synopsis.
Oh, 140.
Guide to Twitter.
So 140 characters consists of 5 lessons, and they're marked by active verbs: lead, value, master, evolve, and accelerate. And it's about your personal style. It's your voice in your writing. And to me, Twitter is about writing. It's about the act of leading someone in a conversation or leading someone towards a destination or the end of your story, always out of reach. And so the book is both a history of Twitter and the future, as I see it, of Twitter, which is this conversation. Can you see? Mm-hmm. Appropriately entitled 140 Characters. It's a style guide in the vein of Strunk and White or another writing style guide, but this is specifically about social media, social networking, as I like to call it. I'm trying to retrain myself to use that term, because for me it's about the people. It's not about the product. It's not about necessarily even the words, but the connection that we make as we write these things in real time.
So what is the best example of interacting with people online translated into day-to-day?
The best, so the way I characterize Twitter in real life means short, sharp thoughts. And what I've seen happen is it changes the way we think. We now think in tweets. I mean, how would I describe this to my friends? How would I characterize this to my family? And you know, when you start to think in that realm, it really does change the way you behave as well and how you interact with someone else. So I always have these quotes on hand. Actually, it helped to write the book. It helped to have, you know, a list of favorites many pages long over the years. Most of them you'll find from Jack. He's really, I think, the ultimate example of both discipline and simplicity and craftsmanship in his writing.
As a writer, is it restricting to only use 140 characters?
So, the 140 character limit has both a restriction and a constraint, which can be limiting, but also is somewhat freeing. Because with each artistic form, we have these constraints. The screenplay looks like a certain way because you have to, you know, space it a certain way. It has to look a certain way to be digested. Same thing with the novel. Same thing with a poem or a one-liner. And so these are the styles I've tried to gather and collect in the book. And I was actually very surprised to see how many could fit in 140 characters. I mean, there's the haiku. There's a bit of drama with a couplet. The tercet will even fit in there. And there are some interesting forms like metonymy, which is naming a character after one of their attributes, like my friend Buzz. He's a guy, he's on the shorter side, he's got a lot of energy, so you can see that he's got a buzz, but he also likes to mix drinks. He's very good at it. So it's a characteronymic, I actually call it. And these are the sort of tricks I picked up from studying literature and to see which will fit in there. And I was surprised how many would.